Hey there guys, how you guys doing? So I know 2018 is already over and it's already the beginning of February, but since I just started this YouTube channel, I still want to talk about my favorite movies of 2018 because 2018 had a lot of great movies. Now, before I get into my list, first I want to do some honorable mentions, in which is the first one is Economy, starring Taraji P. Henson and directed by Tyler Perry, which is a great drama. You should check that out. A Star is Born with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, and Black Klansman, directed by Spike Lee. Those are honorable mentions. Those are great films. Now, let's get them. Number 10. A Quiet Place was a great movie. It was a nice refreshing take on the horror genre, where a family lives in a post-apocalyptic world, you could sort of say, and where aliens are blind and that react to sound, and if you make the slightest sound, you are dead in 10 seconds. So I was on the edge of my seat when I watched this movie, and the most beautiful thing about this film is quiet. This was so awesome, like to be in a movie theater, to watch a movie, and everybody is quiet. Oh my god. I was just like, thank you. And this is so, I hope they make more of these movies, because like if anybody makes any sound, everybody's like, so that was the cool thing. Like it was quiet, nobody opening bags of chips, nobody opening drinks, nobody talking. Oh, that was just refreshing to see. It was a really interesting movie. I was invested throughout the whole thing, and I'm actually excited for the sequel because I heard they're apparently making one. Number 9. Aquaman! Of course, Aquaman is off this list. If you don't know, I did a full review on that movie. The link, I will put it in the link below. And yeah, like I said before, Aquaman was a great movie. I had a lot of fun with this movie. It made $1 billion. The first DCEU movie from the new extended universe who made $1 billion. So congrats on that. Aquaman was big, epic, and giant as always. Jason Momoa was great. I'm excited for the sequel, and I'm excited now actually to see what happens in Justice League 2 if they decided to make one. Number 8. Wakanda Forever. Yeah, as you can clearly see. Black Panther was directed by Ryan Coogler and was the first black superhero movie that made $1 billion. I really liked this movie. I liked T'Challa, Shuri, Killmonger was a great villain. I just loved everybody in the movie. It had a great soundtrack, it had great action, it had a great story, and who doesn't like Black Panther? I mean, gosh. Number 7. Avengers Infinity War. Fine, I'll do it myself. We finally got to see Thanos after 6 long years, and he's a really awesome and great villain. Infinity War was such a great film. The Russo brothers did such a great job managing each time with every character. And also like the way they separated the group. Like I like Tony Stark with Doctor Strange. I like Thor with the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think that was perfect. That those two groups are with each other throughout the movie. And the big battle that's happening on Wakanda and everything. And one thing I must also say, like when Thanos finally does the snap, when people start disintegrating, I was just like, okay, yeah, okay, he's gone. But then something happened. And then once Black Panther started disintegrating, once Peter Parker starts disintegrating, that ever since that I was just like no, I don't, sorry. That completely took me out of the movie, because knowing Disney and knowing the company that wanna make money, of course Black Panther and Spider-Man are gonna live on. I mean, they just started those franchises. They're not gonna throw away all them billions of dollars. I mean, we already got the trailer for the new Spider-Man movie, so we know he's gonna be back. And plus, and if they really kill off Black Panther in Endgame, I really think you're about to piss off a lot of black people. Like, we finally got a big superhero, for one movie now. So I know everybody's gonna be back. At the end, when they had the snap, you know, and people in the cinema, people in the cinema were like, oh, no. I was like, they're gonna be back. Like, this movie, it was awesome, it was epic, I enjoyed it throughout the whole thing, but like, once Black Panther and all the characters you knew who just came to the cinematic universe, gone, it kind of took me out of the movie. It would make more sense like to kill off characters that have been longer there, that it would be more believable. But maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not wrong, we have to wait till Endgame. Number 6. Mission Impossible Fallout is the 6th movie in the Mission Impossible franchise. Tom Cruise once again does a great job. This is one of my favorite performances of Henry Cavill that we've seen before. And here he finally has his mustache. As we all know, because of that mustache that he had in this movie, they CGI'd his mouth in Justice League, which was just weird. This is a great movie. I was on the edge of my seat. Great action. The story is like, it's kind of hard to make a new refreshing story with those movies. It's stuff we have seen before, but it's still an entertainment and some of the best action scenes I've seen in recent years. So Tom Cruise, I don't know if it's Tom Cruise or the people that he works with, but whatever they're doing, continue doing movies. Every movie ever since the 4th one is just keeping better and better and better. So they're doing something definitely right. Number 5. Ready Player One was directed by Steven Spielberg, where visual reality is like a huge video game that this one guy created, where you can go into this world and be any character you actually want, collect points, make money, and get rich off it. So that was actually a new, refreshing story. It was an adaptation of a book, but Steven Spielberg did a great job, and I think this movie was perfect for him because, in my opinion, this is such a great adventure movie. Like, of course, I think the master of adventure movies is Steven Spielberg. Like, if you look to his history of the movies he's done, this dude really understands how to make a great adventure movie. So if you haven't seen Ready Player One, check it out. It has great CGI, it has great visuals, and a really fun story. And also Steven Spielberg made a great tribute in the movie, in my opinion, to his late friend Stanley Kubrick. If you see it, you know it. I liked it a lot. It was one of my favorite parts of the movies. Number 4.
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening.
Galileo, Figaro, Magnifico. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Spare him his life from his life's atrocity. Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh man, I was so excited and hyped for this movie because Queen is one of my favorite bands of all time. I love Queen. My mother did the original musical Queen, and the original was actually made in Poland, in Gdańsk, in the year 2000, and then in 2003, England made it. So when they say it's the original, it's actually not. In Poland was the first one made. So I have a deep connection with Queen. I've been listening to Queen ever since I can remember, and this movie was great, but there were some aspects I think that kind of like rushed through. Like, I think it would have been better if they would make 2 movies, which they normally don't do in a biopic, but I think with this movie it would fit perfectly. Because Queen and Freddie Mercury had such an exotic and huge life, if you would split this movie into 2, you could tell more story and more stuff actually I think fans would want to see, because they kind of rushed through some things, what was kind of the negative, but I had so much fun with this movie. Anytime a Queen song would happen, I just sang along. I couldn't help myself. Like, they're singing "We Are the Champions." I just sang along. I didn't care if I was quiet or loud. I sang every time a Queen song came. If anybody should have complained, I would be like, "It's Queen. How can you not sing along to "We Are the Champions"? How can you not sing along to Bohemian Rhapsody?" So I love Queen. It was a great movie. Rami Malek did a great job as Freddie Mercury. He really played him great, and I hope they make another one, which I know they're not gonna make, but it would be just fun to see more. I would like to see maybe the second movie end with the famous Wembley Stadium performance what Queen did. That would be awesome. Number 3. Solo, A Star Wars Story. I was a huge Star Wars fan. I was really excited. I loved this movie. This movie was everything I wanted. Well, not everything I wanted, but it was like 90% of the movie, everything I could expect. And I really hope to make a sequel, because the things that they set up in this movie it kind of sets up for that. I think it really sets up for a sequel. So I really hope they make this. The performances were great. Donald Glover as Lando Calrissian did a great job. Alan Eindrich as Han Solo did a great job. He didn't do a 1-hour impersonation of Harrison Ford. He made his own kind of thing, what was nice to see. The characters were great. And now I can say about this. Darth Maul returned! Oh my god, I was like, when I was in the theater, when I was in the cinema, and all of a sudden I see this like dark figure, and I was like, who's gonna be? You know, could it be Darth Vader? But not really. And then it was Darth Maul, and I was just like, Darth Maul! I was just like, yes! I was like, oh, that was such a huge surprise for me. I was so happy to see him back. Ray Parker. I really hope now they make a Kenobi film. Please make the damn Kenobi. And don't even think not casting Ian McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi. We do not want to see anybody else. This dude, he deserves to play Obi-Wan Kenobi. We want to see this movie. Make it happen. Sorry, quick rendition, but yeah, sorry. I was just happy to see Darth Maul back. He was one of my favorite characters from the prequels. So yeah, but about Solo, I really liked it. It was a fun story. And I know people complain, well, this movie is unnecessary. This is not Han Solo. Why do we have a Han Solo movie? This movie is unnecessary. No, I actually don't mind that we have a Han Solo movie. I really liked it a lot. If you want to know a Star Wars movie that is unnecessary, it's Rogue One. That was unnecessary. I mean, this whole movie could sum up in a couple sentences in the new Star Wars movie they could have made. Or even in Solo. Or like if they make another Solo or future Star Wars movie in the future when it's like, well, how actually did they get the Death Star? Well, there was a team of rogue soldiers who went into this planet, got the plans, and then gave them to us. And they died during the mission. The end. So for people who are saying this is a bad movie or this is really unnecessary, I don't really think so. This is a fun adventure movie. I really liked it a lot. Paul Bettany was fun as the villain, and I'm excited for the sequel, and I really hope they make a sequel with this movie. Please make a sequel for Solo. Number 2, Incredibles 2. After 14 years. Well, no, actually 15 years now, we finally got Incredibles 2. What took so long? I mean, come on. I remember when the first movie came out, oh my god, me and my brother were obsessed with this movie. Like, we would watch it every day, we would play the video games, I would play the action figures, I would listen to the theme song all the time. Da da da, da 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 da. But Incredibles 2 was really a great movie. Like, I'm so happy we finally got this movie. The characters, to see them back to all again. And I don't want to talk too much about this movie. I'm still going to do a full review of this movie. I don't care if this movie came out last year. I have to do a review about this movie because I just loved the first one and I love this franchise, and I really hope and I can't wait for the third movie. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to find out what's my number 1 movie of 2020. Deadpool 2 is my favorite movie of 2018, and I wasn't sure really which movie to pick for number 1 because it's always hard for me to pick a favorite movie or number 1 movie or stuff like that. But I just thought to myself which movie I had the most fun and most enjoyment watching in the cinemas, and it was Deadpool 2. I saw this movie 6 times in the cinemas, and this is the first, and it was the only movie from the whole year that had me laughing from the first scene to the last scene. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. You can't imagine nobody else as him. The jokes, Josh Brolin as Cable, aka Thanos, he was awesome in the movie. Zazie Beetz as Domino was really great. Terry Crews was awesome in the movie, and this movie was just a lot of fun. It was everything I wanted and even much more. The comedy was great. The action was fun. I can't wait for Deadpool 3, and I hope that he will be in Avengers Endgame. Which I know they probably won't do that because I don't think it will fit to the whole theme of the movie. Like, you know, because now everything is sad and broken. To have this Deadpool jump and be like, "Hey, Robbie Downey Jr., how you doing?" and stuff like that. I don't think that will fit as much. Oh yeah, and one thing I must also say is this movie has the best after credit scene I have seen from the entire MCU. Like, you can say whatever you want about all the Sorry. You good? Yeah. Had a little accident there. Yeah. This movie had the best after credit scenes from the entire MCU. You can say what you want. This is the best MCU's after credit scene that I saw. It was just perfect. I was applauding. I was just applauding in the cinema because I was like, yes, this is what we want. Oh my god. So yeah, Deadpool is my #1 movie of the year. This is my list of the movies of 2018. I'm excited for 2019. We have a lot of great movies coming out. We have Avengers Endgame, which I'm excited for. We have episode 9 at the end of the year. So I finally want to find out who Rey's parents are, because I think Kylo Ren just lied to her just to have him join her. Yeah, I don't believe the Rey's parents are nobody. And yeah, so thanks everybody for watching. I hope you like this video, and as always, see you next time.